Today's topic comes straight from you. Yes, the viewers. Someone yesterday asked me to check out a channel called Easiest Swing, and with a name like that, of course I had to click. I mean, easy and golf in the same sentence, that's like finding out your in-laws can't come to dinner. That's pure relief. Now, this channel focuses on senior and average golfers, which is probably most of you watching. That's fine, because if you ever needed 3 Advil just from bending over to tee it up like I did last week, it could be your channel. But in this video, I'm going to break down one of the more recent videos on why golfers lose rhythm, where they bring a seasoned veteran, apply their technology, whip out a custom-made swing tool, of course, and show some Flightscope numbers that allegedly prove their point. You know me, I try to be as fair as humanly possible. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm sure the method works wonder for some folks. So let's take a closer look at the easiest swing. Is it truly easy or just another polished promise with a gadget attached? So we're going to dive right into this video. First, you're going to see the students warming up a couple of shots. We only get to see 2 warm-up shots, and then we're going to listen to what the coach wants him to work on, and then we're going to look at some results directly after.
Start first of all with just hitting a few 7-irons. We're on the range here. We've got a target of about just under 150 yards. Let's just hit some normal shots and let's see what happens.
Cool. Oof, skinny. It's skinny.
So now we're going to jump ahead after the coach has worked with the student using the swing trainer that he has built for the program. Let's take a look at the swing.
So easy.
Tell me what you're feeling. What's going through your head about what's happening?
You're not really thinking of anything. I'm thinking of consciously of the click there, but I'm just basically swinging here and swing like a dance really. I'm just taking it back here and following through.
So being the golf private investigator that I've turned out to be, I've cropped one of the warm-up swings and the most recent 2 swings that we just watched after using that training aid, and everything was much better. Now the question I have for you is, can you with a naked eye tell me which one is the old one and which 2 are the new ones? If you say you can't, you're not alone. It's very hard to distinguish what is the difference here, and I've kept a log of all the numbers on Flightscope so we can look at this and see, was there truly a change? But visually, there is one small change. Okay, there is a very subtle change, and you have to go to the very top of the swing to see it. So if we go to the top of the swing, right here, can you guys see it? Can you tell me which one is the old one and which 2 are the new ones? So if I told you the old one is on the left, that is incorrect. The old one is actually in the middle. So we do see a slight difference of where the club is hinging and where the club is set at the top. We're going to use Barney Purple, so we see the club angle and the club is hinging a little bit different. And we see the one in the middle, which was his warm-up swing. We don't have as much hinging as the ones on the left and right, which are the ones that he was using, that tchotchke that was given to him to help with rotation and to also get the weighting. So if you haven't looked at the video, the tchotchke that he was using has weighting on the end, so it really engages wrist hinge, it engages body turn, and engages everything to hinge earlier. By doing this, you could potentially carry more wrist hinge at the top, which he does clearly. So there is a change here. Now the body mechanics haven't really changed, and this is a person that is a very good golfer. You see this even more with the transition. So as we transition down, look how fast the hands in the middle golfer are going already, where the ones on the left and right, which use that swing tchotchke and the feeling of just this more body oriented turning a la dancing is what their main thing is. We can see that the sequencing is a lot better. As we strike the golf ball, we see the hands are in different positions. We see the release as well is not as aggressive on the bookends as the middle guys. So yes, we can definitely see some visual changes, but do the numbers make sense? We'll have to wait till the end of the video to see the numbers, because you might be shocked at the numbers. The coach then worked with the students on dialing back his effort, specifically asking him to feel like he was only swinging the driver at about 50%, which did have some positive results. But then he also encouraged the student to allow a little bit of left arm bend at the elbow during the swing, most notably with his driver.
We talked earlier on about getting stiff in the lead arm there.
Yeah.
Could you just try in the backswing just being a little softer?
Wasn't it?
Softer, just softer in this.
You mean that wasn't those who weren't?
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, could we go a little bit softer still?
We will. That was the most fluid one of the lot.
Yeah, That's it. A
wasn't
reduction
any-
in tightness here as you swing back, and keeping this sort of full swing,
Yeah.
but without force, without effort, feeling like it's like half effort.
Yeah.
I went ahead and edited the one before the change and the one after, and we can see the screenshot right here at the top of the swing. You can definitely see a slight more bend on the left arm, on the right side. Now this will allow that club to get a little deeper. It could also change your sequencing, it could also change your face angle. Now remember, face angle, remember that, because it is very important with this type of player. Even though some things may have felt different or looked smoother, how effective were those changes really? To get a clearer picture, we have to move beyond feel and actually look at the numbers. So I took the liberty of watching the entire video and logged in the face and path angles. From there, I was able to figure out the face to path data for each shot. So let's break them down now and see if there was really changes. So unfortunately, we're only given 2 warm-up shots, but that's just the way it goes. That's all we have to work with. So you can see the average path, the average face angle, and the face to path. Now we take a look at the lesson numbers. The average numbers during the lesson, you can see they stayed about the same. Path was 2.5, it went to 2.6. The average face angle stayed about 0.7, and the face to path is about the same. Without the trainer, we can see that he's about the same player. Now after the trainer, the biggest thing that changed was that face angle. Now how important is roughly 1.6 degrees of face angle? Well, for this type of player, it's very important. Let's break it down a little bit more. For players who consistently deliver an inside-out path like this gentleman did, face angle often becomes the dominant variable in shaping the ball flight. With a relatively stable club path for this student, which hovered around +2 to +3 degrees, the difference in just 1 degree of face angle can drastically change his dispersion. In fact, just 1 degree off can shift your shot 5 to 7 yards offline, depending on your club head speed and spin. That's basically 10 to 14 yard miss window on a 2-way miss. Having Camp's Pool, Jabroni's Barbecue, you want to be right in the middle. So I would be asking, why is his path so consistent? Well, it could be the grip, could be the sequencing, the excessive side bend, timing, or actually how he naturally shallows the club. However, those players who can consistently come from the inside will often find themselves getting stuck, and that will force them to rely on their hands to square the club face at impact. And that is exactly what we saw here. His path stayed steady, but the face angle was the variable that jumped around the most. And it turned out it made the most difference. So this begs the question, are we as coaches just cherry picking swing patterns to match our philosophy? Are we guiding players into our system just to validate the system itself, even if the player might have figured it out without us? This student clearly has the ability to hit a better than average shot more often than most. So is it the program that helped him, or was the improvement already in him all along? Or maybe both, and I'm just overanalyzing. That's where you will let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if this kind of deep dive interests you, drop a comment with a swing or channel you'd like me to analyze next. Also, go check out Easiest Golf Swing on YouTube. Give them a shot. They do seem like a great fit for golfers who want a simpler, more natural approach to the game. And I, for one, really did enjoy that lesson when I was watching it and the bigger picture ideas behind it. Other than that, till next time, fairways and greens. A huge thank you to these incredible supporters on the screen and to you watching this video. Your support helps us bring our golf curriculum to low-income children around the world at no cost to them, just like our location in Cape Flat, South Africa, in partnership with the Hillard program. Please like, share, and consider subscribing. Together, we can give the gift of golf to kids who need it the most.